Hello, good day all. My name is Reverend Patricia Sapo, and once again, welcome to episode 5 of Optimizing Opportunities, Financial Planning. Today, we are going to look at how much one has to save from one's regular income. And the question of how much one has to save has been a difficult one, and is indeed a very difficult one for a lot of people and for a lot of us. Simply because we all have various expectations, different circumstances, different salary levels, different income, different expenditures, etc., etc. But that notwithstanding, there is a golden rule that I believe that applies to everybody, irrespective of how much you earn. But the basic rule is that try as much as possible to save as much as you can, and also spend less than you earn. Once you spend less than you earn, you'll be able to save the rest of the money. It is also important for you to develop a savings culture, because savings should be continuous, it should be regular. That is when you can build up funds and invest those funds. Now, so how much do you have to save? I believe that it is very necessary for all of us to acknowledge the God factor in our lives. And therefore, as a Christian or being a Christian, after paying your tithes, 10% or as much as you are led to pay, the next thing is to pay yourself first. Paying yourself first is the amount you keep for yourself. What you don't spend is what your salary actually is. And so you pay yourself first by saving a certain amount. I want us to quickly look at Genesis chapter 41 from 34 to 36, which says that let Pharaoh appoint commissioners over the land to take a fifth, that is 20% of the harvest of Egypt during the 7 years of abundance. They should collect all the food of these good years that are coming and store up the grain under the authority of Pharaoh, to be kept in the cities for food. This food should be held in reserve for the country to be used during the 7 years of famine that will come upon Egypt, so that the country may not be ruined by famine. So this scripture clearly tells us, we know the story, but what the Egyptians were to save was 20% of the harvest that they had at the time, to store for the rainy day, for the anticipated famine that will come. There is time for everything, and everybody, there will be a time in your life when you will need something, and it's important that we plan for that. So you save, ideally, in line with the scripture, you save 20% of whatever income you get. This 20% can be broken down into tens. Two tens. The first 10% is for your short-term needs, immediate emergencies like school fees for children, etc. Every 3 months, you have to pay school fees, so you just plan and keep putting the monies there. The other 10% that you save is for investment purposes, and also for projects that you plan to undertake. Maybe you want to make a down payment for a property, you want to go for a vacation, you want to set up a business, you want to buy a car, and also paramountly, you want to invest in something that will generate better income for you. also, all other windfalls that you get, it is prudent to channel all those windfalls into an investment account or a savings account. Having said this, like I said, it requires a lot of financial discipline. And one way of disciplining yourself, if you earn regular income, and more so your income goes into your bank account, is to put a standing instruction in place that at the end of every month, you instruct the bank to move money into another account. Thankfully, because of online activities, you have the power and the right also to move monies from your current account to your savings account or also to your investment account. This has to be a culture. It has to be an attitude towards, a good attitude towards savings, that you do it every time and every month. Basically, it has to be regimented. Once you have a regimented way of keeping money or saving money, it will keep you in check regarding your spending. It will help you to plan. And then also it will help you to minimize impulse buying. Like I said, women, whatever we see, we want to buy, but that will help you. And it will keep you focused. And it will help you to manage the 70% that you have left. The next question that keeps coming is that, what if my salary or my income is not enough? What do I do? Like we said in Genesis 1:29, God has given all of us a gift. And therefore, that gift that God has given to you, you should be able to identify that gift and turn that gift into a business venture, or commercialize or monetize that gift that God has given to you. That is one. You get another source of income, a second job, and then also you cut down on your expenditure. All the frivolous things, you just cut them down for some time until you are able to save. So I believe that this has been very helpful, and we thank God so much. Next week, we are going to look at what you do after saving, because the whole essence of saving is to invest. So we are going to look at the difference between savings and investments and what we can invest in. Thank you very much. God bless you.